shall never end. The Nigerian Army has declared 12 officers and 86 soldiers missing in the wake of last week's Boko Haram attack on Mati and Dikwa local government areas of Borno State. A signal dated March 1st, 2021 from Operation Lafiya Dole headquarters in Maiduguri, cited by the Daily Trust, showed that the soldiers were declared as deserters. It indicated that 3 majors, 3 captains, 6 lieutenants, 3 sergeants, and 89 soldiers fled in the aftermath of the attacks on Mate and Dikwa. The signal, signed by Colonel A.O. Odubiyi on behalf of the theater commander of Operation Lafiya Dole, partly read, says, "I am directed to connect reference A on the above subject and to respectfully forward details of additional officers and soldiers who absconded from the defensive location during the Boko Haram attack on New Mate and Dikwa. You are requested to declare the named officers and soldiers deserters. WEF, February 19, 2021. You are also requested to cause headquarters NAFC to freeze their accounts and so apprehend and bring them under military escort to these headquarters if seen within your AOR. When contacted last night, the official reaction, the spokesman of the Nigerian Army, Brigadier General Mohammed Yerima, told our correspondent that if Army has anything to tell the world, shall we wait for the media to prompt us? No. Well, if we have anything to tell the world on that, we will tell the world. We won't allow you to prompt us. It will be recorded that Boko Haram fighters had dislodged Nigeria troops in Mate on February 14th, prompting them to relocate to Dikwa. The insurgents reportedly foisted their flags at the Mate area after killing 7 troops of the 153 Task Force Battalion. After that, the terrorists waged war against the troops in Dikwa on February 19th, but were repelled. Shortly after the attempted attack, the Chief of Army Staff, Major General Ibrahim Atahiru, went to Dikwa and gave a 48 ultimatum to the troops to recapture Mate and other towns, which they did. A military source told Daily Trust that the case of the 101 soldiers that deserted was a source of concern. This case should not be seen as a mutiny because they went separate ways when the insurgents dislodged them. Some may have been killed, some may have retreated to their main bases, and others may be on the run. This is not a new thing. It happens when military bases are dislodged, he said. Another military source familiar with the recent development said most of the deserters left in protest because the terrorists had superior weapons and not because they didn't want to continue serving their country. The fact is that the weapons procured by the federal government between 2013 and 2014 have all worn out, while the terrorists have stolen others during raids on military bases. Also, the terrorists have procured additional weapons from other sources, which they are now using to take the war to the doorsteps of our troops. The terrorists are also believed that they are fighting a religious battle and therefore are ready to fight all the time, confronting the troops with the conviction that they would either win or die. All these factors have collectively dampened the morale of our troops, and the federal government must do something to revive it, he said. 101. They can't find them, they can't see them. You can imagine Boko Haram getting sophisticated weapons on a daily basis, and yet the one they got 2013 and 2014, they have all worn out. Hey, now wow, for this country, wait till they happen. And it is not yet time for the CBN governor to detect those who are sponsoring these people. To detect them. How many years down the line? 10 to 13 years down the line, they've not been able to see those who are sponsoring them. Are we deceiving ourselves in this country? And also, the government just came out and told us that some private jets are dropping ammunition, dropping whatever food for this. We are not just talking about Boko Haram. We're talking about bandits, S-men. People have been saying it, but they didn't say anything. But now they're not waking up to the reality. Is this so that difficult? They have, if the government is sincere, they've told the government look for help, extra help. The Borno governor, that one has been crying. I thought that one was talking about the security under this administration is better off compared to what we used to have. This is the same man that will now see Boko Haram. They will just leave them, they will wave them, and they will go their way. Huh. Now, wow. Those who have ruled this country before and now Buhari, they have damaged this country, and Buhari has come to give it a final whatever, maybe final burial. Nigeria has a problem. Let our politicians quickly fill the void those soldiers left by recruiting their children and relatives acts of love they have for our nation. If it was NNPC, Navy, Immigration, or government position, they won't be looking for them. Self-esteem first. Why would they expect them to confront their enemies with a shakabula when they saw sophisticated weapons their opponents are holding? Our leaders are missing it all, not knowing that many of those soldiers at war fronts are not being passionate about it. Many Nigerians used to join the military to be lifted out of poverty line. Let's see something. The japa. Hell, the japa no. The natural tendency for survival cannot be suppressed by some phony patriotism. Besides, no one wants to be used as a human cannonball in a badly sabotaged war front. I advise the runaway soldiers to use all the expertise required in their training to avoid detection by the authority. It is only a living person that tells the story of war. But why is it that government or Minister of Defense is not looking into the complaint of the junior military who always complain that Boko Haram has more superior weapons than their own, or they are just interested in wasting the lives of junior Kida in the military, especially the Christians among them? Liberia and Somalia did not even consume our gallant and ever resilient soldiers, but our self-made crisis destroy them in hundreds. Oh God, let truth prevail in our nation. A note of warning to Southerners serving in the compromised Fulani Janjaweed army to resign or face the consequences of one Nigeria for the North. North is just the problem of this country. No wonder wise men are fighting for their freedom. God help us. When the government woefully fails in treating well the first line of defense against external and internal aggression, this is what you exactly get. The military architecture of this nation is standing on one leg, from saboteurs to poor welfare packages for the soldiers, not even to mention poor leadership in the army. If the Chadians could remove Boko Haram from their territory with poor weaponry, then we should cover our faces in shame. So guys, let's hear your opinion on this.